Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome. Welcome to a gentle afternoon here on the 10th Floor Podcast. The 10th Floor Podcast YouTube channel, I should say, because this one's Beyond the Gates. Beyond the Gates Unlocked / Days for Dummies.
It is. That's what it is. It's a double feature.
A mid-afternoon double feature podcast show for you all, starring Matt and Kat, mom and son, talking soaps. So if you're a Days of Our Lives fan or a Beyond the Gates fan, pack on in. The water's warm.
Good. Yeah.
Let's hang out. Let's do our thing.
Go join it. There's a table waiting for us at Orphy Jeans, isn't there?
There is. We're here at Orphy Jeans one more time because they don't let me near the Fairmont Crest Country Club. There's too much drama happening inside with the rich socialites, okay?
Isn't there?
Cheap gifts being shared during anniversary
My goodness.
during anniversary
Over there.
nights.
Over there.
Requests to birth one's heir happen inside the walls of the Fairmont Crest, and that just that's they just they don't want me. I don't know if it's necessarily my jam either.
Well, I tell you what, though, if anybody's welcome, anybody is welcome at Orphy Jeans. 100%. Anybody. They let Leslie Thomas sit there and shoot her mouth off all the time.
She practically has her own booth.
She does.
At Orphy
Her and Ava
Jeans.
got their own little spot to fuss in.
Just their little. Well, I mean,
Eva.
at this point,
I'm sorry, Eva. I
at
called
this
her
point,
Eva.
at this point, Leslie is just fussing in public with everybody. Hello, Keita. Keita's with us.
Yeah,
Keita,
she does.
settle
Yeah,
on
she
in,
does.
Keita. They brought over a pot of coffee. All right, it's for all of us here this afternoon.
And I got myself a gallon of vanilla creamer too.
Oh my God. That's the
Because
best.
I like a little coffee with my creamer, not creamer with my coffee.
Pour a little into the bottom of the cup first and then stick it in the Keurig machine at home. But here at Orphy Jeans, June just comes by every once in a while. She's got that steaming pot in her right hand. She's got a notepad in the
Yes.
left. She's ready to take your order. Margaret, hello, Margaret. So if you're looking for a burger, they got them here at Orphy Jeans. They're good too. Oh, good. Well, not like that one step past medium, but not quite charred and crispy. Well done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that between Brady's Pub, Orphy Jeans, and Bobby's, I think Orphy Jeans would have the best food.
It just has the vibe of good eats, doesn't it? Every time
Doesn't
you're there,
it?
I want to order something. Every time they have a scene at Orphy Jeans, I want to sit down, explore the menu, and get the French toast.
Me too.
You know, I just want it. I want it. Keita,
I wanna
Margaret, what
ask
would you
June.
order from Orphy Jeans? I want to know.
I want to ask June, girl, you know what's back there that's super good today? Just bring me that.
Yeah. How many cooks you got on staff? Which one's back there today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm with it. I'm with it. I want a Orphy Jeans menu as a
And you know what they
Beyond
should
the Gates
have?
keepsake. What's up?
If you know what they should have at Orphy Jeans? You know how you can get like a flight of tequila, or you can get a flight of different ales and stuff?
Or just like a flight of orange juice?
No, I want a flight of cobbler. I
Ah,
want a little bite
bum,
of
bum.
peach.
I see what
I
you're
want a
saying.
little bite of blackberry. I want a little bite. I want a little
I
bite of
understand what
all
you're
the
saying.
cobblers.
Okay.
That's a flight cobbler.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Just a little piece of cobbler, just a little scoop of each.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it. I like
Because
it.
I need to sample them all.
Keita's ordered the waffles. Classic and simple. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like I said.
And you know, Orphy Jeans always serves their syrup is probably a little bit warm.
See, and then when you would go to hang out in Fairmont Crest, right? The place that we're not invited, but we hear. We hear over at the rich place Fairmont Crest. Like you get the gourmet experience and just the high end food, but it's not as good. They don't
I
warm
don't
up the syrup.
No. And you notice, no matter where you're at, that the cheaper the food is, the more abundance of it you have. But when you get to like upscale dining, it's like all the food is this big.
It's like this big. It's about all these, and then they
It's
serve it.
probably not that tasty.
And I could see Fairmont Crest also doing that thing where they serve you pasta in a wine glass that's upside down, and when they give it to you, they like pick up the wine glass so all the pasta like spreads across the plate and steams
Mhm.
up into your glasses. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Just give me my food. Just put it. Just slap it right down in front of me. Just be like here. You know.
I kind of feel the same way about those fancy places because they always make a swirl or some crud, make it all pretty.
Yeah. I don't need a
I
party.
kind of feel the same way about that kind of food as I do a charcuterie board. You don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, like it's too good how it is. It's more the presentation. Once you start taking off the little salami pieces on the charcuterie and pair it up with your
Definitely.
favorite cheese and a cracker, the whole
Mhm.
thing is ruined. It's wrecked.
Yeah, it doesn't look pretty
No,
anymore.
no, no. But then people chow down because now it's fair game. Now that's a sign that it's all right. Let's dig in.
Actually, if I actually go at a party or something and I'm going to get the first something off of something and it's a present, they've got a little presentation going on, I will look at my friend or family member and I will say, well, let me mess this up for you.
Let me mess this up for you. Margaret has ordered the eggs and hash browns, but once we go over to Brady's Pub later, they're gonna get the fish and chips.
Well, Brady's is that the chowder's their thing, right?
I
Chowder is
guess
their thing.
I get because the Brady's, they started as a fish fry,
Yeah.
and then it became a pub after that.
Well, their thing is the chowder.
Hmm.
Bobby's thing is a BLT.
Yes,
I have to say, Orphe Jeans is all about the cobbler.
that's what they always talk about at Orphe Jeans. That's why Leslie keeps on coming back to her booth to argue with people because she can't resist the cobbler.
You guys, look, I
Coke
just got a
Zero.
good old Coke Zero
Oh
today in a
goodness.
bottle.
Oh
That's
goodness.
different, huh?
Yeah, I got myself a steaming cup of coffee here from Orphe Jeans. So let's talk about the show, though, Ma. All right, all right. We
Yeah.
got into it. Things moved forward. I would say it was a nice week. I would say that it was a week at Impulse. We weren't warp driving. We weren't moving faster than light. Toward the end of these stories, but we were trucking.
We
We
were
got some
trucking
stuff.
some.
You okay?
I have to, yeah, I have to say, who I found most entertaining this week
All right.
was Vanessa.
Oh, Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Okay, it's
She
because she
got
gave it to
a
Leslie.
sharp tongue,
It's
doesn't
'cause-
she?
yeah, I knew it.
Oh
As
my
soon
God.
as you said Vanessa, I knew exactly why, and it's because she let Leslie have it, and you've been waiting for somebody to do exactly what Leslie has done for quite some
Yeah.
time, or what Vanessa has done for quite some time.
And you know what it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get Dana Leslie to shut her mouth. Vanessa came pretty close, man.
She proverbially slammed the door in the face of Leslie. That's the thing you've been looking forward to.
I
Yes, yes.
have.
Jenna
I
is here.
have.
Jenna and Jeannie showing up back to back. Were you two hanging out?
Hey guys,
That's
welcome.
always what you think, right? When two people come into
We were
class
just,
together, you're like, were you two hanging out?
yeah. What were y'all up to? So, so like
Hello,
we
Michelle.
we were talking about Vanessa, you guys, and
Hmm.
how ooh, I just man, she stands up to she stands toe to toe with people. She really does.
Yeah.
She may be a little bitty thing, but
She is so, like, if you were to take Vanessa, the cheating Vanessa,
hmm
the cougar skank
yeah.
from episode 2 or whatever, episode 1 or 2 when we first got to know her, when she was sleeping with the gardener or the mechanic or whoever he was, or both, or,
Well, she was kind of
oh,
well.
the personal trainer.
Vanessa was kind of using their service. She's the
Right.
madame for
Right.
now.
And now if you take Vanessa as today versus a year ago at the beginning of season
Hmm
1 versus now at the beginning of season 2, totally like doubly confident due to the position, I guess, that she has in the criminal underbelly.
Oh, I think so. She likes being a kind of a criminal. She likes being uh Joey's arm piece. She does.
She really
She
is.
loves
She's like,
being,
I dumped
you
that
know,
loser Doug, that gambling addicted plastic surgeon Doug, right? He was a plastic surgeon, right? Finally, all right. I'm still
No, he
saddled
was a
with.
cardiologist.
Oh, was he? Who was the plastic? Is Ted a plastic? Who is a? Isn't there a
Yes,
plastic? Okay, Ted's the plastic
that is
surgeon.
a plastic surgeon.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. All right. The cardiologist Doug, the gambling addicted cardiologist Doug, who
Mm-hmm.
saddled me with these two kids. Thank God they don't live in town with me.
They about to. Both of them. She
Both of
got
them.
Dandy coming.
Both of them.
Donnell's already there because he's going to do the cotillion with Samantha.
And she's counting down the days where he hightails it back to college. Get out of here, kid.
And Deanna's showing up next week because I saw her in the previews and she was already telling her mom off in the few second preview.
So this is I didn't see the preview, so thank you
Deanna
very
shows up
much.
next week.
Thank you for informing me of that because that does make me excited. Because really, for all of these weeks on weeks on weeks on end, we have seen Vanessa step up to and be accepted by and push Joey to a point where he's like, ah, well, look at this baby, like she really is unopposed, we'll say, right now when it comes to what it is that she's doing and the success she's having and the impact that people's criticisms may have don't exist. Like there's no impact. Not even getting stalked and getting and having a weird experience with a dude or all that
Yeah.
nonsense. Like that hasn't really knocked her off her pedestal. So she's got to
No.
have something. She's got to have some sort of dramatic confrontation. And who better than the kid?
Well, look, Deanna was already telling her off and just, was telling her off already. And it was only 3 or 4 seconds, but they had her up. But she's showing her. I had a feeling she was going to tell her mom a thing or two about her prowess.
Listen, Ma, I've been studying criminal justice, and what I know is that you're wrong. Okay, I'm gonna have to join the FBI and take you down.
I'm taking you down.
Taking
The
you
best
down.
little whorehouse in the DMV is gonna be. I got his days numbered.
Oh, and
Oh my gosh!
I'll always love
And I
you.
think that Vanessa loves the fact that Nicole is getting her freak on. She finds that so fun. They get to go prowling around town together.
Yes, yes, not one, not two, but hey, let's just date 4, 6, 10, 12, 14 men at the same time,
And
shall we,
she
Nicole?
is just loving. You know what? You know what Nicole reminds me of? This when she getting all her freakiness going.
Yeah.
You know what plays in my brain? I have like a soundtrack to
She's a
her
brick
in my head.
house. Do, 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 do.
No, it's watching Little Nicky Grind by Prince.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oof. Oof. Get a little hot under
Little
the collar
Nicky,
here.
you guys know that song, don't you, Little Nicky? Prince. It's
Come on
that's
now.
what plays in my head.
You know you
When
wanna. Give us a little of the chorus. Let's go. Singing time with Cat from the 10th floor.
well, as far as the actual words, all I remember really I remember the melody, but is like Little Nicky Grind.
Little Nicky Grind.
Little Nicky is grinding.
Oh my gosh. Oh, folks,
Or
what
watch.
song
Yeah.
would you associate with one Miss Nicole? Huh? Which one? What song do you in the chat? I want to know, Margaret. I want to know, Jenna, Jeannie, Michelle, Keita. I know you're listening. And anybody else hanging out there lurking out on the out in the wings. Come on into the light. Say hello in the chat. We're here for you. Let's talk about Beyond the Gates. Let me know what song comes to your head when you think about Nicole.
I tell you what, Nicole, she's. But I think the chemistry I see between her and Carlton and her and Weird Spelling Kyle, I think she's way hotter with Kyle.
Oh, well, Jeannie actually caught a little bit of Greg Vaughn on Beyond the Gates. Finally, Jeannie caught a little part of it and loves it. Loves watching him and Nicole.
Yeah,
Who don't?
he likes her. Both those guys really, really like her a lot. A lot. But I think she's gonna send Kyle up packing. No, not Kyle. I think
Carlton?
she'll send Carlton. I don't think he is, you know, I think trying too hard with Nicole is not a good idea.
Hmm.
She's not going to see you as a challenge anymore. And I think part of what makes Little Nicky think being a Little Nicky is so fun is just being free. I want to say free and easy, but yeah, I guess sort of.
I mean, she's expensive. Let's not say free here. All right, she's a very expensive date.
Right. I don't mean like free, like as in monetary. I mean
I
just
know,
wait,
mother. I know. I spun it.
diet.
I
She's
spun it
diet
into a
hype.
joke. I spun it into the joke. All right. She's got expensive taste. You can't just. You got to wine and dine her.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, good. I'm glad. And honestly, when it comes to like the presentation of a couple that started together on a soap, Ted and
Mm-hmm.
Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
to where they are now, no longer together, but both characters still prominent in stories and prominent on the cast, and nobody's really faded too far onto the side or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not bickering, they're not at each other's throats, they're both moving on. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's been such an interesting clean split to a point where I feel if that there's trouble down the line, if there is ever something they needed to confront together, they could, and it wouldn't be a reunion.
I tell you, I don't think that Nicole needs to worry about Dana Leslie anymore because I don't think that Leslie is her mark anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think that Nicole is Leslie's mark anymore.
Hmm.
Shanice better watch herself if she's ever in the parking garage. I'm telling you.
It's the person who's connected to Ted, and right now it's
Exactly.
no longer Nicole.
It's no longer Nicole.
And and the further away we get from it too, the colder we get when it comes to like Eva's not really Leslie's and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Nicole's
Mm-hmm.
sort of not involved in Leslie's crosshairs anymore, any sort of plot beat or development or revelation in that area just doesn't really feed anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Eva gets to keep her dad who he was, and he was a good guy. He was a good influence. He was a good person to be around. It seems we've seen so far.
Yeah.
They seem to have a good family unit before the show started, and now it's just drama.
Now it's just drama. Now it's just drama, drama. Okay, let's not get too close to 30 minutes here before we got to talk about Haley. Haley's goose is cooked.
At this point, Haley just needs to stab this man.
Yeah, right?
At this point, she needs to stage a break-in, a
Mm-hmm.
murder, and a theft. Because this poisoning thing is not working.
Right.
And at this point, Bill has probably put enough pieces together on his own that the audience really hasn't been truly informed of for
I
him to
don't think
start playing things.
I think Bill and Joey have figured it out together.
Yeah, I think that you're right. That's why I kind of phrased it that way. I feel like there's an element of maybe Bill really knows what's going on here. Maybe he has the antidote, right? That's why it's not working. And then now he's like, "Oh, I need you to have a baby." We have sort of approached this once already with this couple.
Mm-hmm.
She's already
Mm-hmm.
faked the pregnancy once.
Yep.
So what's she gonna do now? Fake it again?
Right. And she's getting too messy. She's getting too messy. She did not realize that Madison and Chelsea were sitting there.
You can't do these conversations and meetings and clandestine huddles in the corner in public.
No.
Bill's at
And I
work.
don't
Come to the
understand
house.
why Randy, Sammy, and Haley didn't realize that for themselves. You know?
Because there has to be a revelation that isn't somebody hears something on the other side of the door. We just did that with Tomas.
Right.
Speaking of people kind of fading off to the side, huh?
Mm-hmm. You know who I didn't hate this week
Hmm.
on the show? And he's never been my favorite. I like Derek so much better now.
Well, what has brought about this change, Mother?
He's not being pathetic over Ashley.
That's really it is. You just can't respect somebody who's being pathetic.
And
That's what it breaks down to.
I think he and Jacob might save Jacob.
He's going to have to save Jacob.
He might save Jacob because who it turns out that new technician is a bad dude, just like what's his name, babe? Jordy? What's his name?
His real name is Jordy.
Yeah.
Jordy Belluso. Grayson Perez.
Grayson. Grayson. I don't know why I can't remember his. He don't look like a Grayson from
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah. He didn't look
Levi.
like a Griffin to me either, so he's been
No,
awkwardly named on the shows that I've seen him on.
I agree. I agree. He don't look like no Grayson. Um, but yeah, I think Grayson recognized Jacob as he looked back.
It's not like Grayson is disconnected from Jacob and the family and the connections there. You know, he's not closely linked, but it's not like somebody who may potentially be actually at the head of this whole plasma thing wouldn't be an observant person.
And it's just okay. It's a soap opera. I realize it, but it's pretty dumb to send somebody to a hospital of a hospital that they frequent often, where staff and patients will recognize them.
It's tough. It's a really tough balance, I would think, when it comes to writing this stuff because
Oh, sure.
it has to be. Oh, and totally, you have to be. You know, I know you pointed out just to make it fun. You know, I get it. That's what we do here on this podcast. But when it comes to an artistic standpoint,
Uh-huh.
it has to be a really challenging thing to be able to balance the believability of these developments of these plots with, well, where do we have access to? What are we going to be shooting in adjacent to this stuff during that particular week? Does the location actually truly matter? All of these things have to be like balanced and discussed, right?
Yeah, but and when we're talking about say comparison, we're talking about all three of the soap operas that we do watch.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to reality storyline, the Gates have their feet more firmly planted in reality than those other two shows do.
Absolutely. Oh, totally, totally. If you take a look at what science is happening, like scientifically, between the two shows that we're about to cover right now, you have somebody dealing with triple negative genetics and BRCA mutations and extreme chemo and the ramifications of and the attempts to try to keep morale up, but you just don't have the energy for it, versus this glowing green keeps her organs alive before we keep her body at a frigid thing while my magic juice stitches her brain back together.
And it
Like,
must be 58 degrees at all times.
right? Like, hey,
So
Vita,
yeah,
welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
hi guys.
Hello, hello, hello. So
So
yeah,
so
a
yeah,
very much more realistic take. Beyond the Gates does try to be a little more realistic and in just how they approach most things.
yeah, I think they're when it comes to that, I mean, even though comparatively they're not at all the same, but when it comes to just dealing with family issues and being family centric and not with the wackadoodles
Right?
storylines,
Yeah.
it kind of reminds me. It reminds me of all my children. All my children was like that.
Yeah, yeah. They weren't reaching out into the ether or into the depths when it comes to trying to justify any sort of gigantic, huge plot beat. Like what was the big stuff that happened in Pine Valley? It was very grounded. I don't
Yes,
think
and
that
it
we're.
was disasters a lot of
Yeah, it was
times.
a tornado. It was a plane crash. It was a earthquake. It was something like that. I think that we're going to get something similar with Beyond the Gates. We're not going to have somebody with like a nuclear reactor holding Washington D.C. at hostage.
No, but I could see the country club being exploded or something. Wouldn't that be
I
fun?
mean, even that might be it would be fun, but I exploded might be a little too much for Beyond the Gates. Somebody holding people at gunpoint and having a hostage situation. I can see that happening.
Oh, me too, me too, me too. So I think Haley's going to get caught real soon. Real
Mm,
soon.
mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. With Bill and Joey potentially knowing, they're kind of subtly laying down the clues for us as an audience, and of course with what happened this week, them being
But
so uncareful.
you know that Bill has got to be feeling like a foolish old man. A foolish old man.
Unless he feels like a vengeance filled old
Well,
man.
yeah, but he's also going to, he's going to be, if indeed he knows, he must be full of vengeance.
Oh
Because
yes.
he's her mark.
Oh yeah.
And she never gave a crap.
not
at
only
all.
so, and then ooh, can you imagine too, like a confrontation where he reveals that he's known all for quite some time, right? And then he says, "It's
Hmm.
not only that you've done this to me and you targeted me. I've been targeted by many people. I've had to defend myself from the likes of you for decades." Holding the position of power that I have, what really grinds my gears, and of course, this is not the phrasing that this man would use, but what really grinds my gears is the fact that you started with my daughter.
Exactly.
Ooh. You
You
pulled
used
her
my
into your
daughter.
web first
Yep.
and then betrayed her.
Sure. Well, yeah. The very first person, yes, with Naomi, and she joined the gym that Naomi went to,
Yep.
and it was all plotted from the get go.
Day one.
Bill's got to feel like a fool.
And maybe that will be the tear-filled emotional confession that he makes to Danny, while holding a strong core for everybody else. With Danny, he melts in his arms and admits how foolish and stupid he feels.
And I think Haley is so rotten that she will throw Sammy Randy under the bus when push comes to shove.
Mm.
She is
Yeah.
not going to try to protect him at all.
Oh
She's going
no.
to try to use him and wiggle at you, cousin or not.
Well,
She's
that's
going to, yeah,
yeah. At this point, absolutely, she's treated him like a part of her tool belt the entire time he's been in town.
yeah.
No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind.
Hmm.
All right, Ma, we got about 5 minutes left for Beyond the Gates. And what else? Is there anything else that you really want to hit? Is it Anita? Because Anita's hard for me to talk about because it's so gosh darn realistic that
It is realistic.
all I
It
can
is
say is that
realistic.
I'm heartbroken and what a great performance. I'm
Um,
not really sure how to analyze it.
it is a great performance. And what I really enjoyed, the scenes I really enjoyed with Anita this week were the ones with Tracy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
I thought Tracy coming to town was awesome. I thought the vulnerability that Anita was she just kind of she let her hair down.
yeah. Hmm.
When she's with her grandchildren, even with Vernon, but when she's with her grandchildren especially, she tries to have a brave face and tries to look as healthy as she can, to be present as she can. And with Tracy, she didn't do that.
No, no, no.
No.
She let us know how she really feels.
Yes. Yes.
And poor
Better
Vernon. Vernon
together.
tries so
Better
hard.
together, better together. And you know what? That damn Dana Leslie tried to use better together on Anita at the country club. I want her to hit her. I want her to reach in there myself and throw something from the table
She's such a
at Dana
villain.
Leslie and have it bounce off her forehead.
She's bing.
I don't know, like the salt shaker or something. Wasn't that funny?
It just flies salt going everywhere. Pepper gets in her nose. She sneezes all over the place. It's a cartoon after all. Oh
anyway,
gosh.
anyway, I thought the scenes with Tracy and Anita were so good.
Yeah,
Were so good. And I thought it was awesome that intuitively Vernon knew she needed that.
totally, totally. And poor but Vernon, he's trying so hard, and at
Mhm.
most times, like he there's nothing anybody can do at certain times, and
Right.
and it's got to be. Like I think that we all see a little of ourselves in Vernon, and we can empathize with what it is that he's
Mhm.
going for, and the I don't know, the amount of love behind his attempts to try to keep Anita's morale up and things moving forward in a fun way for her, in a together way where she's not just off in some corner recovering from cancer while everything else is going on around her, and then also carrying the disappointment too when those efforts don't work.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
just oof,
Yep. Yep.
oof,
Yep.
oof.
Well, this was, you know what, Vernon? This was a good one.
It was. It really
Finding
was.
Tracy was perfect.
It was. It was. It was. And little things like maybe he'll learn. He'll learn what it is that does work, and it's gonna be the little things like that over the big, the big uh, concert renewal vows, big thing in
Oh,
the
but it's
atrium
gonna
foyer.
fast forward several months. We are gonna get Anita back on the stage with Articulates.
Has to. It's gonna have to be her big comeback. I beat it tour.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. I'm with it. And I'm ready for it. Cassie says that I think Jacob is going to get killed because of what he knows about the plasma ring. I don't know if Jacob's
Could
on his
be
way out. It's possible. That would be a shocking
possible.
development, and I'm here for shocking developments.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of life left in the Jacob character, so I would hope that he's able to survive it.
It would be crazy. Um, I could see something happening to Smitty faster than Jacob.
Smitty is a little bit closer to. Well, I mean, not like Jacob's far away from it. He's actively undercover and running
Right,
across these things. But Smitty is. He's a little easier to make disappear because he's not a cop.
right. And you know that Smitty is actually doing the thing now. He's doing the thing now to Martin that Martin opened the show with doing, keeping big old secrets from your husband.
Hmm. How the tables have
Doing, they've
turned.
done that little flippy, haven't they?
Yep, and now they get to argue about it. Martin can be like, well, what? Look at this. The paragon of truth, the one of always tell me everything, is keeping his secrets.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be
Mm-hmm.
good. It'll be good. Alicia thinks that Danny is going to be the soft landing for Bill. And ultimately, it's going to be Andre, mother, that's going to be burned from it.
Oh, probably.
Poor Andre, being dumped by his aunt.
Probably. Actually, I think Danny will get some kind of not that she will be happy that it happened, but I think that she'll will get some kind of pleasure or just contentment from knowing that it was a manipulation the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And she really didn't lose her husband because he's so stealable or,
Yeah.
even though he's been a scoundrel in the past. But just, I think it will be a little, to know that it was a ruse the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
will be kind of satisfying to Danny a little bit.
Once we find out, once the characters on the show find out what it is that Haley's been up to this entire time, it really does unlock like a year worth of new story.
It does.
So
And I don't want Rootin' Tootin' Danny back, but I take her beating little Haley's ass for me. I
shoot,
like
she could
that.
root and toot somebody else, huh? Well, before she root and toots us out of Orphe Jeans, we should voluntarily leave and pay our bill with a big old tip for June
Yep.
and get our reservation over at Brady's Pub. If I had a Brady's
Yeah.
Pub background, I'd totally use it. Gotta
Oh,
find
well,
it.
you know
Gotta
what?
get one.
You know what we could use that?
Hmm.
We got a picture of you and I standing in front of the Brady's
I
Pub.
know, but it's weird to have me in front of me. I always thought, like it's. I'm going for the
But we
fake
do
illusion
know.
that I'm here.
We do have that.
We do have that at Day of Days. All right, Ma, let's reset this Zoom until I figure out
Okay.
why they won't honor the transaction that I made this morning. As we zoom on over to Salem to talk about what's going on with Day of Our Lives. So, be back in two shakes of a leg, folks. We're
Yep.
going to hit the advertising
Quickly.
button and see what happens.
See you later.
All right.
In a minute.
Oh, goodness gracious. Transitioning the background. Heck, I'm even going to hit the advertising button over on YouTube. Turning the Zoom back on. A behind the scenes look at what goes on here. 10th floor podcast style. And since it's so awkward and strange and the transition is weird, I'm just going to go ahead and change my background too. Might as well.
Might as well.
Because we're here.
Oh, look at there. We got the square.
Yeah, here I am. And I'm at Hortontown Square now because we're going to talk
Oh,
about Days
look
of Our
at
Lives.
there. I haven't seen. So I've seen, of course, the tight shot of the monument. I don't really like that for us. I think it's a little boring. Um, but seeing all this, I like it. So what we got back there?
Oh, I don't know. There's like a Hallmark store, and then
Then
like
maybe that's Julie's bookstore.
it might be a bookstore. Well, I don't know.
Over
There's
here,
it might be Gabby Chic actually. There's some stuff in the window here.
they never showed us Gabby Shake on the actual show.
No, they
They
don't.
only no,
And
they
this
got
and
the.
this might be like a Sweet Bits or something. I don't know what these signs say. So,
You know what
and
I
even
get?
then, this could be a picture of Hortontown Square from the '80s, and it's
Exactly.
nothing.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's Horton. I think that's Horton Square, but with different storefronts because it's old photo.
Yeah, I feel like this might be an old, not a current one. This could be '90s Hortontown Square for all I know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
could
I don't
be.
know.
Could
Anybody,
be.
anyway, get on out of that jet plane, folks. Run on over to Salem University. You're late for class.
Mm-hmm,
I'm not sure all
mm-hmm.
doors are open. We're going to talk about Days of Our Lives, okay? We're going to talk about Xander. We're going to talk about Brady. We're going to talk about Sarah. We're going to talk about Victoria. Why not? We're going to talk about Holly or a crazy butt. We're going to talk about Sophia and how she's sane. Uh,
Oh boy. Boy, she didn't get no healing there. That's for damn
oh,
sure.
no, not at all. Not at all. But now she's
Oof.
actively trying to not be there anymore. So, hey,
Mm-hmm.
changes for Sophia. No longer comfortable in the loony bin. She wants to get out
She wants out of there.
so she can torture people more personally close up and continue to have Rachel do her bidding. And
And
it'll
she
be
got,
easier.
well, now she got Melinda doing it. She got Melinda sending pills to Holly.
Oh, Melinda.
Melinda don't know no better at this point.
Melinda, Melinda, Melinda. And the choices that you make, Melinda. It's like you want to be a villain.
Melinda is gonna have to give Sophia up because she's gonna realize how friggin' crazy dangerous the little girl is.
Even, like, I understand that Melinda's trying to stay out of the crosshairs, trying to stay out of trouble for the role that she played in all of this and the lies that she told. Even if she was trying to do good, even if Sophia was the one that messed it all up, even if she did her part, and even if it was a little undercover, a little uncouth, what it is that she was doing, she wasn't really doing anything.
Well,
Not at the level as what's going on right now, is what I'll say.
no, but you know, Melinda's always doing something though. Melinda's always, usually it's wayward. She don't really realize how
Right.
deep she's in it. She didn't need deep in poop before she realizes how that it's stinking. That's what happens to Melinda all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened with her and when we first started watching the show with Sloan.
It's
She
true.
didn't get all that involved in all that crud.
She needs Dr. Marlena Evans to knock the baby nonsense out of her. Because
And,
everything that she does is baby centric because of her unresolved feelings about the loss of her own child.
right. And
Melinda
Melinda
Trask, you need Dr. Marlena Evans bad.
does. She needs it. She does.
You do. You need her bad.
And she probably needs Marlena just to get over the trauma of what Connie did to her.
Yeah. Yeah, and we need Connie back to so she could like confront her, you know?
We need Connie back to say, hey, all you stupid professionals around here, you better watch that little girl down the hallway from me.
She's cock-a-doodie.
She's cock-a-doodie.
Jeannie wants to know where is Sophia's mom, and I don't know. I have no idea where Amy Choi is.
We haven't seen Amy in a while.
She's at work.
Well,
She's got bills to pay.
I think that, Sophia has never spoken around her mother. The only
Mm-hmm.
person that, only adult she's spoken to is Melinda.
Yep.
Everybody else still thinks that she's not able to speak. Or her mom thinks
Wow.
that too. And I think that actually written down many times that she doesn't want her mom on the visitors list.
No, she does not.
And now that she's 18, perhaps she can actually say that.
I would say she can definitely say that. 18 is
Yeah.
this magic birthday. It's this one where you can decide what you want for yourself now, and your parents don't get to say nothing about it. However, they still have to pay your insurance and stuff if you need them to. So uh, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind while you're being like, no, I'm 18 now. I'll do whatever I want. But can I please still
Uh-huh.
go to the doctor? Just
Yep.
keep it in mind. Just keep
Yeah.
it in and also you can't rent a car to like leave. So
No,
just remember a couple of still. You're not
there's a
quite.
couple of rules
It's
still.
like 20. It's more like 25. All right,
Yeah.
18-year-olds out. It's more like 25.
I think it's quite ridiculous, though, that it's hard to rent a car unless you're 25 years old, but you can fly across the world and defend your country. That would make no damn sense.
Such a classic argument. Such a classic argument. All right. Okay. No more young people. We only want soldiers who are 50. All right. I mean, who knows what the future holds for anybody on Days of Our Lives? Maybe somebody will join the army. Maybe that's where Tate's going to go. Maybe he's going to
I
join
tell you,
the
I,
army.
I tell you, yeah. So little Holly is
Yeah,
acting like a crazy
she
person
is.
because
She is. Those pills are making her insane.
why do I feel this way? And why is my skin not glowing anymore?
Why am I so ugly?
She thought for a hot second she was pregnant. Oh my gosh. She was so relieved she wasn't pregnant, but she was also a little bit pissed at Tate for being so relieved.
Well, what do you mean? Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Is his Holly is not. Now, maybe I missed something. I have to admit. Maybe I don't always catch everything. But is Holly Jonas not just one blood test away from somebody knowing she's got a mess ton of medication she's not actually knowingly taking inside her system?
Yes. All Sarah has to do is say, "Hey,
Let's see. Let's run some tests.
run some tests." Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
goodness. Well, I guess it's.
Let's do a little physical.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that she didn't rush to the hospital for a pregnancy test.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully somebody gets a clue at some point and goes and draws a little bit of blood and says, "Oh my gosh, look at all of these antipsychotics you don't need that's messing with your brain chemistry and turning you into this person."
Right. Right.
Yeah, well, yeah, well.
So, I heard that I heard that our little Rachel, that was her last the other day was her last on
Oh,
screen.
really?
Yes.
Oh,
Our little
well.
Rachel switched because they picked up there's a second season of Little House.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be on it. So there's a big she won't have time
That's
for
it.
no Days of Our
That's
Lives no
it.
more.
She's done. She's
She ain't got
done
no
with
time
Days
for
of Our
Days of Our
Lives.
Lives.
All right, so the role of Rachel Black will now be played by.
So
It's It's coming soon.
it's coming soon because you would think that they would have to replace her somewhat quick because Rachel's kind of in the middle of an arc in a
Oh
way.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, she didn't go nowhere. She's not being locked. She didn't, unless they say something along the lines of she went to go visit her grandma at what would they call it? Mirid? What was that? What was it
Yeah,
backward?
no, they don't let
Aramid?
anybody go. No, Airman, yeah. They don't let no one, no. No, that lady over there is crazy. You can't have Big Rachel, your little Rachel cannot go visit Big Rachel by herself. You can't
Yeah,
have
she
to.
spent 2 weeks over at Aramid.
Yeah,
But that's all right. It gave me a chance to get closer to you, Sarah.
Airman, she's probably, you know what? Crazy Big Rachel is probably still over there, all dressed in white, with sheets all over the furniture and stuff like no one
Totally.
lives there.
Oh,
She's probably
absolutely.
still like,
100%. That is exactly what's going on. At the end
we,
of all of that, they just let her just live there.
yeah,
She wasn't bothering nobody before. She ain't gonna bother nobody now. Let's just leave her
yeah,
there until you find out she
they'll
died.
just mention every once in a while that Kristen's been over there.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Reginald just gave her a dinner, you know?
Yeah, kind of thing. Exactly.
Oh
Wouldn't it
gosh.
be fun? Would be kind of funny, comical to bring crazy big Rachel over to the mansion along with EJ's mom saying she's still there. A scene between the two of them would be comedy.
And we are here for comedy on Days of Our Lives, folks. I'm here to laugh when I watch Days. They bring it to me a couple of times a week. I'm ready for more. I wonder how long it's going to be before we see the new Rachel Wonders Jeannie, and is she going to be aged up? Jeannie, I don't think that she'll be aged up because the fact that she is a kid is very relevant to the storytelling that they're doing right now.
I don't think it's time, and no, it's not time to age her up because you can't have an aged up Rachel dealing with the same Sophia.
No, the fact that she's young and impressionable and 11 and is very relevant to the story that's being told and the role that Rachel has in it. So I don't see
Not unless,
I don't see
no,
one.
not unless somehow, some way they just keep her off screen for a while.
But then
Have the Sophia thing come to a conclusion,
hmm.
and then when Chad comes back with aged up Thomas, we got aged up Rachel.
I mean, that's a top possibility, and I wouldn't put anything past Days of Our Lives.
Because they do wackadoodle things sometimes.
And then while Rachel is playing a important role in what's going on right now, if Sophia gets out of the loony bin, then Rachel is no longer as necessary and could potentially be lifted out of the story without necessarily damaging what it is
Right.
that's going on. So who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah,
Who knows?
yeah, yeah.
And Holly put the stick in her purse, and Sophia told Rachel to put the new supplement bottle in Holly's purse, the stick being the pregnancy test. So will Rachel find the pregnancy test? Wonders Sandra.
Oh, maybe.
She
Maybe
thought she
that's
might have been
because
pregnant.
Quick though.
And then Rachel's real young, and she doesn't really understand that one line means no and two lines means yes, and so she misreads the result and says, "Oh my gosh, Holly is pregnant."
No, but Holly and Tate already took the pregnancy test.
Yes, I know. I'm saying that Rachel doesn't understand that one line is no and two lines is yes, and so she misreads the result.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay. Could happen.
Well, Jeannie is celebrating because Rafe is going to be back on next week.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe it'll be in time for him to be jealous of Kat and EJ, because, EJ is going to be in a celebratory mood. All right? He's going to want to, high five Kat.
Well, I saw something of them some weeks ago because film so far in advance you're going to see things once in a while.
Hmm?
I saw something from them weeks ago of Kat and the EJ in a kiss.
Come on. Come on. It's not like we all don't see it coming.
Yeah.
So, and I like the idea of Rafe being in a Kat. Like, honestly, I do. I like the idea. I like the idea of Kat Green and Rafe,
I do too.
So I want Rafe to be a little jealous because I like it when Rafe is on the show and has stuff to do, just like Jeannie does.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rafe is a great character.
I do too. What do you think of Xander?
I think Xander is just... these two people. I gotta say these two people. Xander and Sarah. All right? Because I really can't think about Xander without thinking about Sarah.
Yeah.
And I think that they just need to take a chill pill, both of them. They're such teenagers with one another, and it's because of the passion. It's because of the depth of their love for one another. And there's a thin line between love and hate. As we say on the podcast, or as I've said on the podcast over the last couple of weeks, the opposite of love is not hate, but indifference. And they are not indifferent about one another.
No, they're not.
Not even slightly.
No.
Not
No,
even
they're
not
not.
even a little bit. So I think that Xander is great, and I think that he's a great fun character, and he has a lot of demons that he's getting over, and I think that Paul Telfer deserves the Emmy that he won. But they need to take a chill pill and just sit down and talk like grown-ups.
Well, that's pretty hard for Xander to do. He gets his blood pumping kind of
They're
easy.
both just so emotional. They're
Aren't
perfect
they?
for each
Aren't
other.
they? But Xander was able to walk by Brady without like trying to kick him in the ass or something on the way out of the hospital room. He was able to do that.
They're perfect for one another.
And Xander, I know, well, I feel this way about her regardless of who she's paired with. Don't be touching or loving up on Gwen. She is poison.
But she needs to get her hooks and hems for plots and plans.
Mm-hmm.
For
But
power, for love, for
that
passion.
Gwen is poison.
She sure
That
is.
girl is poison.
Like it's like we're seeing exactly why, if we can imagine, because we didn't see Leo at his worst, right? But we do see
Right.
Gwen at her worst, and so that just makes us imagine what Leo could have been like and exactly why they might have fit together before.
Oh, they were scheming scoundrels
They
together.
must have
Scheming
just been
scoundrels
awful.
then.
Just awful.
They were awful together. They were awfully good too. But and Xander, I know Xander's trying to straighten himself up and being a better person and still going to see Marlena and, trying to get his anger out of control and stuff like that. I tell you what, Xander, my sweetheart, hanging out with Gwen is not going to help you do that.
Oh, no, that's going to pull you in the wrong direction, okay? And you're not even going to realize it.
Wrong direction.
Okay, because she's gonna point you to Dimitri or some nonsense, and it's not
She's
gonna be
gonna,
good for you.
well, yeah, because she's going to manipulate something.
She's gonna lie. She's
Because
gonna cheat. She's gonna steal. She's gonna do
Gwen,
something.
Gwen loves two things.
Herself
Yes,
and
and money.
money, 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 money,
That's it. She's
money.
not that complex.
Margaret says that they were both snakes. Thank you very much, Margaret. They were both snakes, being Leo and Gwen. But Leo has come a long
Oh, I
way.
think so.
We
I
saw
think
the
that
journey. We saw the Leo journey.
just in the 2 years that we've been watching, we have seen Leo change a lot.
So I haven't seen Leo at his worst, right? But my introduction to Leo was sincerely keeping his relationship with Dimitri a secret from his best friend so he could help, so Dimitri could keep the money,
Yep.
and so Leo can benefit from it. So, like,
Yes.
we saw him do something terrible as the first thing,
Yes.
And then we saw him squirrel that baby away after Nicole gave birth to it on the street. And then
That was the time of Leo
that was
starting
kind
better.
that was kind of the inciting incident where he gave up the baby, like, but he and Dimitri he intended to have Dimitri legitimately take the child to the hospital. Dimitri
Right.
took the baby to a nurse
Yes.
who because of everything, right?
Yep.
So Leo
Where Sloan could have him.
right. So Leo was separated from that, and then seeing the fallout of all of this stuff sort of like pulled at his heartstrings because of all of this stuff that happened to this innocent little baby. There was some sort of something that clicked inside Leo the first time they
There
locked
was.
eyes.
There was. And I think Javi made him appreciate just a
Cemented that.
simple, happy life.
Yeah, just a little,
Oh,
and
happy life.
that house, the Hernandez house, is so charming. It's honestly the Hernandez house, folks. You can call me crazy if you want. It's one of my favorite sets on soaps. I
And
would
it's
live in the
a
Hernandez.
kind part of the kitchen too.
I would live in the Hernandez house. I feel like that home just feels and seems and is laid out just so comfortably. Oh, listen to the podcast, folks. You never know what we're going to talk about.
I think it's the most believable looking house, honestly.
Right? Maybe that's why I feel so comfortable in it.
It's the most believable looking
Yeah,
house.
and it's put together too. Like it's decorated in a way that houses are.
Hmm.
It's like they're not trying to necessarily make the house a character in itself. You know how soaps try to do that.
Sure. Yeah, that's why the mossy balls are still at Carly's kitchen.
Right, like everything has its own thing about it, right? And the Hernandez house's thing about it is we're normal. This is a suburban Salem home
That's right.
held together by
I, when
$150,000
I
a year,
when I think about the Hernandez home and I think about that kitchen set, it smells good.
right?
Yeah,
And
it
we all
smells
like
like
a good smelling kitchen.
it smells like good food cooking.
When are we gonna have Gwen and Jack interact? Gwen needs a redemption arc, and Daddy Jack needs to get it kickstarted. Is Jack Gwen's dad?
Yes, Jack is Gwen's dad.
Wow, I didn't know. Now that you
Yes.
mention it, Margaret, that's something I don't know because I'm a days for dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
I,
interesting. What is up with this show and the fact that they don't have these family members really ever interacting with one another?
Margaret, I agree with you. Bring Jack, but leave that damn Jennifer at home.
That's so interesting. Like it's right there, Days of Our Lives.
Yes,
It's right
that's part of the
there.
reason why Gwen is so bitchy. Is because when she came to town to claim her spot as a Devereaux,
Oh,
and they rejected her.
wow, Jack, what's wrong with you, buddy? That's your
But
daughter.
I'm sure we weren't watching at the time. I'm
No.
sure Gwen did something to her dad to make him think, "Oh God, no."
Well, maybe
Uh,
he needs to sit her down and have a stern talking to.
well, that's how. But of course, Days of Our Life style. I'm sure Gwen and Jack did not know that they were father and daughter
Not for
when she was a
months.
child.
Maybe
Probably
she
not
knew,
until
but he
5 years ago.
didn't.
No one knows who their damn mom and dad are in Days of Our Lives. No
Well,
one
no, I
does.
mean, even in soaps, and then also I hearken to this old movie with Tim Allen called Jungle to Jungle. All
Hmm.
right, I'm gonna shine a spotlight back and then. All right, Tim Allen, father of a child.
Hmm.
All right, who was raised on an island by a researcher. He finds out because the kid's 14, has to do some sort of like Rumspringer or something, needs to leave the island and go see the world, and he's gonna do it
Uh-huh.
with his dad, Tim Allen, who didn't know the entire time that this kid existed. And then he was arguing with his ex over the phone about it,
Hmm.
you know? And then she said, literally, well, if I had a kid out there, I would know about it. Now, this is the joke because she never told him. Okay?
Hmm.
But if I had a kid out there, I would know about it. And his response is, well, you're there when you have it.
No kidding.
So it's very easy for somebody like Jack to not know.
Sure.
And then also, if we take a look at the John Black of it all,
Hmm.
John Black didn't remember nothing. There's no way he'd even remember being Paul's dad.
Nope.
Her
It's true.
mom was a druggie, says Jeannie. Well, how did they hook
Oh,
up, Jeannie? Margaret, how'd they hook up? Was Jack being a bad guy, or did he fall for her during some sort of ISA
He's probably
thing?
trying to help her, and he fell for
And he
her.
fell for her while she recovered on his couch type of deal. You know, classic love story.
Maybe.
I'm curious. I want to know.
So but back to our point when we started talking about her
Yes.
and Xander,
Stay away.
she is not the cup of tea he should be
No. No.
sitting with.
Well, maybe we're going to get to a point where Sarah is now put into a position where she has to choose between a future with Brady or saving Xander from whatever it is that's going on with Gwen.
Well, Gwen and Xander, they're bumping uglies every day. They're breaking beds, all that.
That gotta stop.
Brady and Sarah haven't even gone there yet.
Well, no. I mean, Brady and Sarah have a love connection, and Xander and Gwen seem to have a different kind of connection.
Yes. 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 It's
So,
yeah. Where perhaps Sarah and Brady are trying to have a real relationship, and right now Xander and Gwen are just hooking up.
they're just getting their wiggles out. We'll say they're
Yeah.
getting their wiggles out with one another.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Well, Jeannie informs us that the new Javi is going to be making his debut soon, so I guess there's going to be some new added tension and turmoil in the whole Leo and Dimitri thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want Javi and Leo back together. I want them back together.
I want them back together, and I want them to all to like sit down and have an adult conversation. I know this is weird to say, but I think that this trio actually of characters would be able to get away with sitting down and actually having an adult conversation and getting over their shit, their stuff. I do, and it's just because of who Leo is. Honestly, like I just feel like it would work.
And I think Gwen and Dimitri should be back together because they deserve each other.
But one's gay.
Well, that's true.
Well, maybe they'll have to be forced into it for the whole money thing. I don't know. But he already said that I needed to be married by. I didn't need to stay married by.
That's true.
So, I don't know. I mean, yes, they deserve each other. Maybe they'll deserve each other by being cellmates. And that'll be a fun thing. Because they could have this little side story where it's just them shooting a couple of scenes, just the two of them,
Mm-hmm.
on just the prison set. It's super easy. Just set it up in the corner, Days of Our Lives. And just have it be this thing that comes up every 2-3 days where they do a scene. It's comedy gold. And we just keep them present until whatever's next, until we resolve the Lexi thing.
Well, there's a couple of things that we still need to talk
We
about.
got to blast through it.
We got to talk about the pod.
Yes.
The pod. She got brain activity. She's waking up, man.
She's waking up, mother. It won't
And
be
it's
long.
Lexi.
It is Lexi, 1000%. We know it's Lexi. We know who's
And
playing her.
I found it very weird that they would show Paulina that.
Isn't Paulina like her sister or something?
No, Lexi is what's his name's ex.
I know it's Abe's ex, but isn't Paulina also like related to Lexi in some way?
I'm not sure. I guess I'm too much of a Days for Dummies to know.
You guys let us know. Not sure if it's a new actor. It's definitely a new actor who's playing
Yes,
Lexi.
yes.
Totally recast. I also heard too, and I don't know if this is true because it's Days of Our Lives, and sometimes people get mean for no reason. But I also heard that she is at this point in time is not somebody that we should expect to be there for a long haul. For a story, a detailed story, absolutely.
Okay.
But to expect Lexi to be back for the next 5 years is not what audiences should expect.
Well, you know what they might find out? They might find out that the success of Dr. Wolf doesn't. You could go back to sleep just like that. We're off.
And be done. And that's it. So I mean, it's great. I'm glad that we know the identity. I'm glad that she's waking up. The
And
pod's
she's
going to
Theo's
open.
mother.
Yeah, well, totally. Theo's mother. It's great. I mean, of course, Theo's back. That's the reason why he came back. Now he's in a position of Demir. She's going to wake up. She is a Demira. So the doors are open when it comes to story. I don't know what to expect from it, though, because I don't know anything about Lex. I know she's Abe's ex. I know that they were a super power couple until the actress who played Lexi decided to retire.
Yes.
And then they moved on with other stuff, and this was years ago now.
Yeah. and I love the idea. I love who they decided to bring back because it gives Abe and Pauline a big storyline too.
It does, it does. And Theo's involved.
Yeah.
EJ, of course, is going to feel very proud of reuniting the family, Stefano style, with this big move.
Maybe that's why EJ has been okay with who patient number one is.
Yeah, totally. Totally. And then now it does open the question, too. Who could potentially be next now that Dr. Rolf has this proven method? Who else might he have on ice, Leisha?
Yeah.
I had this dream that that they had. It's so weird that I'm remembering this right now. That they had Vincent Irizarry because he's Demos Kyriakis. I know he's not a Demira, but let's just run with me, folks. I had this dream, and he was in like this elaborate costume, like this really elaborate. What was it? It was like a. It was almost like death, but also a pirate at the same time.
Oh,
What a weird dream. Anyway, I dreamed that it happened. So maybe they're gonna resurrect Vincent Irizarry on Days of Our Lives.
I like that idea.
Oh, Sandra says Adrian. Adrian.
Oh yeah, yeah, and the actress that plays Adrian. Yeah, same person.
Yeah, and it'd be very easy to bring Adrian back. You don't have to recast anybody, and it's the original actress.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then we gotta ask, would you mind being Adrian and Bonnie? I'm sure she's been asked a million times. I'm sure of it. If they
I'm
brought
sure.
Adrian back, would you be okay playing a dual role? And what, of course, what would her answer be? Of course. Of course.
Of course, and I think
Absolutely, I would love that.
going on too.
I would hope that would pay me twice and I get to be on the soundstage extra amount of times and I have nothing but work because that's what I want to do.
Yeah, and you know the Damaris and the Kyriakis, they're going to fight over Bonnie's book and say plagiarizing and all that. That's what's going to happen. They're going to have.
Well, there we go. Bonnie gets to go on a book tour and then Adrian gets to come back and then that's it for Bonnie. And
Could
then
happen.
Justin divorces Bonnie because she's like, well, I'm going to go find my own route, my own road now. And then,
You know, we got to we got to see Wally on both soaps this week.
isn't it fun when you get to do that?
Yeah,
For people who are big fans of Billy Flynn, I hope you enjoyed watching him on both shows for those number of months.
yeah, exactly.
But with Wally
I
Kurth, you never
enjoyed
know.
watching Steve Burton when he was on Days and GH at the same time. I loved
And it's great with Wally Kurth because you just never know. You never know if it's going to be a day of Wally.
it.
One time I tweeted that. One time I did. I was like, oh, I got to see Justin on Days of Our Lives today, and also Ned showed up on GH. It's a day of Wally Kurth, and I
Yeah,
added him. I tagged him in it, and he liked it. Ma, he liked it. He liked the tweet because
yeah,
Wally Kurth is actually a big fan of the 10th floor. Hey, Wally, how's it going?
yep. I know he is. I know he is. I hope Wally's good and fit as a fiddle because I don't want him to have taken a little absence from the day players because something's wrong.
I doubt. I think he just needs a break. It's the sense that I get.
Yeah,
He's been doing it for a while, and he shoots, and and this, that. And he's got
yeah,
kids, and grandkids, a life, all that sort of stuff. I would imagine that he's just. I don't really want to fly to Louisiana this weekend.
yeah.
I can
And
just
and
imagine
and,
it.
and Scott Reeves just
Slid right
right
in.
there.
It's gonna be fine. It's a little hiatus. It's okay. As much as I would love to spend a bunch of time talking about Wes Ramsey, we just ran out of it this week. Um, but that means though that next week we got to spend like an hour talking about him
Does he remind you of Peter? His character, does he remind you of Peter at all?
in moments.
In moments for me too.
In moments, but not all the way. Not all the way. I find it to be a different interpretation of crazy.
Do you feel sorry for I feel very sorry for Stephanie right now.
I feel sorry that this keeps on happening to Stephanie.
I know. How is she not cockadoodle crazy?
Like,
How
like,
could she?
like Sidney Prescott from Scream.
Yes.
You should just. There was a certain point though where that character just like always started to carry a gun.
Yeah.
Like you really can't surprise Sydney in these movies anymore. Like she's there and
No.
she's like, "Hey, I'm ready. This has happened to me 8 times." Stephanie needs to watch those movies because
She
this
does. She
continues to
needs
happen
to
to her.
have she needs to have like some kind of a bear spray, some pepper spray attached to everything.
Yeah,
She needs
yeah.
to wear one of those. things on, like on her the belt of her dress she's chosen to wear that
She needs to
day.
pluck one of her own eyes out and replace it with like a little bomb. That way, in danger, she can just pop it out and throw it at somebody and run.
And then little sweetness will look just
Just
like
like her
Papa.
dad. Exactly. I'm glad you caught what I was putting down. How many men has Stephanie been with him? What is she, 30? Anyway, folks, that's I really want to get into it because it's always fun. I know that it might not be a popular opinion out there with other podcast hosts and also a large swatch of the audience, but we are Wes Ramsey fans here on the 10th Floor podcast. We enjoy what he puts down because we enjoy the cheese. So
Oh, we do.
get with it,
The
folks.
cheese, the cheese is like Walmart American cheese, but cheese it is, and we like
And
it.
it's great, and we love it. And I personally cannot get enough. So next week, though, I promise, during Days for Dummies, we are going to spend a chunk of time talking about Owen, the crazy
Yeah,
kidnapper,
we'll have. I think next week we're gonna have to talk about Owen a whole lot and pod people.
and pod people. So we'll ignore everything else. We'll not talk about Crazy Sophia as much as we like to do that here on Days for Dummies. We'll talk about pod people because there'll be more to say. There'll be
There
more to
will
say.
be.
Like, there was a lot of science talk this week, and there was a lot of she's waking up, and there was a revelation, but we don't have anything yet.
EJ's surprised eyes were like, oh,
But we don't have the next beat, so there's really not much at this very moment in time for a bunch of dummies who don't know anything to say yet. It's like when Peter showed up in the crypt.
next time Owen offers Stephanie some water, she needs to drink some.
Yeah, we just need a day's expert to show up. Like not. This isn't a dig against Professor Angela, but like we need like a behind the scenes days expert. Like a costumer or who, maybe Amy Shaughnessy, I don't know, just an expert to show us the ropes and talk about days.
Hmm.
Okay, all right, folks, we gotta go. We gotta go. The airplane is taxiing on the runway. We're wheeling and dealing people. There's things that are happening at all times, and Zoom is gonna shut off again. So we gotta go.
We're gonna get on the Demerjet.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So, like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you had a good time. Subscribe to the channel if you want some more, right? The super chats are open. Please leave a little donation. It's really going to help us out with the GH Fan Club event that we're going to be going to at the end of July. And I was informed here just a moment ago by Sandra that Wally Kurt's birthday is July 31st. So if he's there, we get to wish him a happy birthday.
That's awesome. Do you
So
know this?
hopefully,
That means it wasn't exactly on his birthday last year, but the fan club event last year was, I think, 1 week past the date of this one.
so it was just near his birthday.
And you know who else's birthday is right there as well? Mine.
It is. It's like a birthday treat for you.
It is.
All right, folks. All right. So, again, like the video if you had a good time. Subscribe to the channel if you want some more. We'll be back next Sunday at 11 a.m. to talk about General Hospital, and then 1:30, these are Pacific times, to talk about Beyond the Gates and Days of Our Lives.
We
Follow us
will.
on social media at 10th Floor GH, anywhere you can find social media. And
Anywhere
that's
you
it.
can find social media.
Remember to swing for the fences, folks, and don't let the gate hit you in the butt on the way out. I've been Matt,
I've been
and
Kat.
we'll catch you next week, live right